I don't kiss anyway. I don't care about that. Ain't oh no, lost my dude. Don't look now, I lost my shoe. What's around, what's around, what's around, what's around, around. Yeah, I'm rocking out, but not with my cock out. Will you? I look just like Buddy Holly. Oh, and you're married Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyway. I don't care about that. All that chorus, Emma, and it shows not a bit. I don't care about that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I, for some reason, must have like not sent him the right link. So then I did get a message that I didn't send him the right link till literally like 5 minutes ago. So your girl here is a bit slow, to say the least. I'm probably overly loud because I have headphones in that are connected to an entirely separate device. Because, like I said, I was rocking out, but not with my cock out. And I just want to say to you people that literally like to drink your coffee black, what is wrong with y'all? Because I'm having to drink mine like that right now, and I might go milk my own fucking cow if I could. Not really, because I've milked a cow before, and it's not. It's actually, what is that bright white? What the fuck is that? What is that? Maybe it's just the sun has not been through like the blinds in a couple days. So I'm not used to the light like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still recovering. I can tell. I can actually tell that there has been some kind of like there is a lot of sugar in there. As a matter of fact, my today is like, what is today? Thursday. It literally everything that has happened in my day thus far, and it is only 11:25 where I'm at. So like I don't like to be woke up by like other than like my natural state of waking up. I don't like to just be like alarms. I don't like to have to, if I've got to do something that it requires me to be woke up by an alarm, I'm really not too thrilled about having to do that. And it's usually something that I'm forced into doing through like judicial shit, criminal stuff, whatever. However, today I got up. It's not been a good day. Okay, let me back this up a little bit because now that I'm thinking, okay, so I'm pissed off, right? I've been pissed off since yesterday, but I'm so mad that I can't remember what I initially got mad about. I just know that I remember getting so mad about this because I've been mad about this so many times already. And I was like, nope, that's it. This, this is the motherfucking line, right? Okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go with that. That's what we're doing. We're doing that, right? I get up, like I said, not in a mood that I want to be in. So I don't even want to go upstairs and get milk. I could probably go upstairs and get milk. Even if the door's locked, I could still go up there and get milk. But I'm not, because I just don't want to have to do that, right? Because I'm like, I'm already adamant that this is going to get dealt with one way or another, right? Even if that means I have to sit down here and be in bitch mode, which you can usually tell when Emma's in bitch mode. Like her face ain't, I don't even have to make the bitch face. I just be sitting there and you're just like, oh, it's probably not a good time to deal with that. But some people will see me in that state and go, this is the time. This is the time to go fuck with her. Yeah, let's go do it. Let's go fuck with her right now. And I'm like, so I can't stress to people, especially people that are going to deal with me in real life at some point. Okay. I highly recommend that you don't do that. That's pretty much me too, dude. Seriously, like I pretty much stay like I kind of just stay low key pissed. That way, uh, when shit just doesn't go my fucking way like it normally does, I don't get too disappointed. I'm not like that let down because I was already like fucking expecting shit to go fucking wrong. So can't get too upset when I'm already like, yep, I knew that was gonna happen. So back to what the fuck I was already doing, that kind of thing. But when I go like out of my way for there not to be conflict or some kind of like confrontation because it's going to be ugly, and then they still go bring it. I'm like, okay, so whenever I freak out and one or both of us gets hurt and ends up in jail, don't act like you didn't. You are warned. Like, but then what's really fucked up? Yeah, it's exactly. So this is why people think I'm fucking crazy. And it's because I am. But this morning, I had one of these moments where I'm like hysterically laughing and it just burst out crying. And like, it's been one of those days. And I'm like, I haven't even been through menopause yet. So, like, you ever have those days where you just, I knew he's going to show up. You ever have days where you just want to like throw punch yourself? Like, uh, I'm cool. I'm fine. I'm totally, totally fine. What is that movie? Isn't it Dumb and Dumber, where he goes, oh, I know, mom, but my mom is like so. It's my mom's a level of chill that's like I am so envious of. Sometimes I'm just like, God damn it, woman, just just the and to deal with my dad like and still be that chill. I don't. This is where and the only thing that literally that can even possibly be the fucking reason. And I'm gonna ask my mom. It never occurred to me to ask my mom until literally just now. I was about to be like, why would she put up with that man? Emma, Emma, you yourself have sat there and tried to analyze it from every fucking angle possible. Why would your mom put up with your dad? Duh. The dick. That is it. That is it. That is motherfucking it. That's the only reason. It's got to be. I'm about to call her up right now. I can't because my dad get pissed. He's got that. He's got big dick energy that I'd be grounded at 40 years old still. Can't even come sit here because they're not awake yet. Well, no, it's not that they're not awake. What it is my dad is like the overlord of phone time in the house. And when he goes to bed, the ringer goes off. So if I was to, God forbid me or one of my sisters be in an accident and actually need them there, they're not going to know until he gets up the next morning at about 11 o'clock and goes and sits down and has his coffee, and then he'll reach over and turn the ringer on. Oh, the truth is it's ridiculously funny in my life most of the time. It's either ridiculously funny or like hilariously sad. Most of the time, both. Like the other day when I'm like, um, just because I'm laughing doesn't mean I think you're joking. I'm just laughing at the like insanity that is my life. And then the audacity of me to ever look anybody in the face and go, yeah, I'm totally normal. Emma, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. You're like, just any angle that you try to tackle my life is fucking insane. Even single Emma, lonely solo Mio fucking Emma is just like, should we leave her unattended for an extended amount of time? Is that a good idea? Because she can read, guys, and she does know how to operate vehicles. And she knows how to use a firearm. Should we be leaving her unattended for extended amounts of time? I don't know, but we do. So far, so good, but I guess. So I do, I do stuff with my time though. Like I have books and shit. I'm still doing that national park research stuff, which is it is so crazy how connected it is. Yeah. And I don't even really have to explain mine so much anymore because it'll kind of just like unfold around me while I'm doing. Nobody cares that I'm live. If I'm live, they literally don't give a crap. Like if you know, I'm surprised that honestly more shit hasn't happened while I've been live, just because of the amount of people in my personal life that know that I have a YouTube channel. But what's funny is that I don't think any of them people that I personally know, or excuse me, are like subscribed to my channel. I like my son, he's not. Which kind of made me sad the other day. I was like, damn, dude, I thought we were cooler than that. But then it's like, Emma, if your mom had a YouTube channel, would you be like, well, yeah, I probably would. Because I'd want to know what my mom's doing on her YouTube channel. It'd be cool if my mom could figure out a way to set up her YouTube channel for when she plays her video games, because my mom plays video games, but she plays like old school Nintendo um, and Super Nintendo. Like they have a Super Nintendo still that is fully functioning and operational. She plays it. I think it's fucking cool as fuck. Because my mom's like in her 60s. I'm pretty sure. And no, she's not one of those women that would care about me telling her good morning, Spock. I don't think I've actually interacted with Trash Media Group. Is probably a newer subscriber. Um, I think you probably know him from Flow State. I've interacted with a lot of people since finding interacting with Flow State. That went from 0 to 100 real quick. I don't think he should come with a warning. He should come with a warning label. Y'all agree? I mean, I know I should, but Flow State should definitely come with one of those parental advisory stickers. Bro knows that. He already knows. He knows. He knows. Most of it's not even. It's just who we are. It's the way we are, and the way we grew up, and the generation that we are. I'm surprised that Caucasian Sasquatch fucks with a lot of us because he's so chill and cool and like laid back, and I've been through like so much epic shit that like oh okay, so this is another thing that's piqued my interest a lot lately because they have slowly started migrating towards the east coast. um he is so cool. Midlife Bro Logic is so fucking cool. He is so fucking cool, man. Before your head injury, so you were like, were you always like really like, yeah, like I think I have high blood pressure. I do think I have high blood pressure. I think that could have actually been part of what happened the other day was high blood pressure. But the LDS church, that's what I was going to say. The LDS church, right? Because like I said, they like they're pretty big out west, but they, there's obviously there's Seventh Day Church, Seventh Day Adventist out here. I don't know though if there's damn, that sucks. I saw a notification from Joe Cole. It said when the judge doesn't want to arrest you, but the sheriff does. God, that's gotta suck. Because it's like the judge doesn't want to, but the sheriff does. So then it's like, Lord, we're not eating yet. It's not time. We do this when I want to do this, not when you want to do this. Rude. It's like I ain't even got 2 cups of coffee in me. I don't know what this thing is over here barking about. Like, I might eat a Debbie cake if it's lucky. And that is how she deals with her anorexia, kids. I'm not condoning that. You got a traumatic brain injury that improved your life. Well, I think I already believed in miracles. Once I reached the age of adulthood. No, honestly, when I realized that I had done a mass portion of my parenting while not a fully legal adult yet. So Holly was like 6, almost 7 before I was 21. See what I'm saying? Okay. And they thought I was an adult the whole time. I was like, yes. But even my mom, she went at me because that's what my mom does, because that's what moms should do, I guess. Not really, but she did. So she had somehow convinced my daughter that she was a saint. And every time my daughter says that, I go, but Holly, she gave birth to me and your sissy, which is what we call my sister. Everybody calls her sissy. So she can't be. She just can't. She gave birth to 2 demon spawn. But it is kind of scary the way that they really the LDS church, they're kind of like they remind me of Scientology in a way. Like they're really secretive about a lot of stuff that they do, but yet they've gotten really widespread. And then we've seen, because I follow true crime, multiple cases where children are being abused and they're justifying it or trying to justify it through their doctrine in the church, whatever, which is, so tell me again how organized religion is not wrong. So I don't go to church. And you don't have to go to church to believe in God. That's a weird conversation to have with people sometimes. So like, so you believe in God, but you don't go to church? No. Like, no, 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 I don't go to church. I do believe that there's churches that do good in their communities and they do good things in the communities, like ones that set up the like uh what they call soup kitchens, but I don't like saying that because that's so like that's not cool. But you know what I mean. We have several of those around here, and some of them are affiliated with the LDS Church. So it's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Little River Band. There's a channel that I have recently subscribed to, apparently, because I keep getting notifications from them now. Thing is, not gonna lie, I must have been pretty baked when I subscribed to them because I literally had no recollection of how I came to find them or anything. It was like it's called the Violet, or not Violent, the Violet Bunny. And they have that you know, that weird mechanical nightmare bunny that's in that movie, Donnie Darko, you know what I'm talking about? So they have that kind of bunny looking thing for their channel thumbnail. Maybe that's why I clicked on them. I don't know. I haven't subscribed to like a really diverse amount of like all across the board. I could even stuff that you wouldn't think I'd be subscribed to. I probably am subscribed to like at least one channel in that category of subject matter or whatever. I'm probably subscribed to them like that. Like for example, Scully's channel. I think I'm subscribed to like one other channel that does what Scully does, but I probably found them through him too, if I remember correctly. And there was a book. Oh my gosh, there was a book that just like occurred to me the other day that I thought would be a really cool book to do a readout. But there's multiple books. Huh. And there's this one guy that I'm subscribed to. He covers true crime cases, but mostly like missing. I got a dog hair, so I'm stuck to my lipstick. Um, but he does the like as soon as people are like declared missing, like there's a report filed or whatever, he gets like notifications from like NCMEC and stuff like that. So he'll put them out there. And there was a girl that was missing from here that I didn't even know was missing. And if it wasn't for Arctic Fox, I wouldn't even know about that. And I was like, that's crazy. I think they found her. I think they no, they did, yeah, they did find her. And then there was the pregnant girl from San Antonio, and they found her and they found her boyfriend, and they were both unfortunately deceased. So somebody was like, well, would the baby would not have been able to survive if it had not been immediately delivered after that. Like that's the way biology works. Because if the mother dies, the placenta is dead. It's dying. It's immediately dying, and that's what feeds the baby and gives the baby its oxygen until it comes out of the womb. So if it's dying, then the baby's dying. So it didn't matter. The baby didn't make it, which is so sad because it's like right at Christmas time, and the pregnant girl's brother had a 15-year-old brother who had passed away last year. So now that mom is still grieving the loss of her son, then her daughter, and her grandchild. That's so sad. I need to go and check on my friend today. I haven't talked to her in a couple of days, so I need to go by there and check on her and check the mail and make sure all that's good and see if she's doing okay. I see a shadow, and it looks like leaves right outside this other window over here, but there shouldn't be any leaves over there, so I'm not sure what that could be. I'm not getting up and checking. I'm too lazy for that. If it was somebody, there's a door, they can knock. And they're probably like, who's she? I bet people think I'm talking to myself a lot. They're probably sitting around like that lady next door, she is always just talking to herself. Like there's nobody else home. I wonder if it, I wouldn't want that. What's what who's the little river band? Oh, and also, okay, so I follow true crime. There's a case in Idaho. These four kids were killed in an apartment they all like shared together. So it was like a multi apartment type thing that they lived in, multi dwelling apartment or whatever. And they want to tear the house down. The trial for the suspect is not scheduled to start until October of next year, the last I checked. And I feel like if they tear the house down, how is he going to actually receive a fair trial? If those jurors don't get to look at anything but photographs, that's not always going to do the job. Like, honestly, it's really not. It doesn't allow you to be able to perceive what the prosecution is trying to tell you or the defense is trying to tell you as a defense. So, like, if they tear the house down and the jurors wanted to look at it and it's not there anymore, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's not cool. That's not cool. Like that, I'm not saying because and me personally, honestly, I also even if he didn't do it alone. They're saying that the time frame of those murders, there's four victims, happened in a window of less than 20 minutes. This one dude comes in this house and stabs up four people in less than 20 minutes, in and out in less than 20 minutes, and leaves literally nothing but a knife sheath. And that knife sheath doesn't even have his DNA on it. Stomach, if you don't simmer down. So rude. But one of the victims was a male, and he wasn't a little one either. He's athletic, over 6 foot tall. The suspect also over 6 foot tall. So now there were two other people. So there's a total of six people in the house at the time of the murders. Four of those six people are killed. The other two are asleep, allegedly. Okay. So you want me to believe that one dude run up in this house, stabbed up four people on two different floors, and these two chicks didn't hear nothing, didn't hear shit. Nobody screamed. Not one of them victims screamed at all. Not to mention, they wait. I think it was like 6 hours from the time they get up and realize that something has occurred before they call 911. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You get up and you see that your roommates have been killed, and you call other people because there was other people at the crime scene when the ambulance and the paramedics and everybody show up, and all the cops start showing up. There's other people from outside of the home that have been called over by the two surviving victims to come over and assist them with what the fuck ever they would need assistance with. I don't know what you would need assistance with. You should have been calling 911 from the get go. And everybody's like, "Oh, you shouldn't be shaming this." Like, no, that's fucking sad. Because if I did that, this is what it is. If I did that, they would have my ass up in Buckley County Jail for sure, looking at me as another fucking suspect. There is no fucking way that people could get killed in the house that I'm in and me be asleep the whole time, and they're not hauling me in with the suspect because they're gonna want to see what the fuck. I mean, it's none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. It literally drives me nuts because all of these questions multiple people have posed. Like we the general public want to know, why did they not call 911? I guess we're going to have to wait till trial, but they're going to have to answer that question. Why did you not call 911 for 6 hours? And you can't sit there and say, "Oh, you didn't know they were injured." There was blood everywhere. There was blood running down the carpet out the side of uh, the frame of the house. There was like carpet that had run through the flooring and come out the siding of the house, and you could see blood dripping up. I mean, so I don't understand how they're not being looked at, or and again, like I said, the tearing down the house is just a huge problem for me because you're not going to be able to go through there and look at the crime scene. And again, like I said, I don't think this one dude killed these four people by his fucking self in less than 20 minutes. There ain't no way. What is he, the fucking Incredible Hulk? No, he's not. So there's that. He ain't a shape shifting freaking skinwalker. So there's that. At least not that we know of. And the Delphi case. The Delphi case is just as angering to me because that guy went to the authorities when all this stuff was going down. Was like, "Look, I was out there that day. I didn't see those girls. This is what I was wearing. This is how long I was out there. This is the area that I was in, blah, 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 blah." Went to him, told him all that. They let him go. 5 years later, they're like, "Oh, it was that guy. It was that guy. That guy that worked at CVS that runs around jumping up and down like this in the bar, like kicking his feet together and shit, because that's what you do when you're a fucking homicidal maniac. You skip to my lube." Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's levels to shit. And I feel like the level of depravity and inhumanity that you have to be to kill two 14-year-old girls the way those girls were killed. Um, that your CVS pharmacist is not that guy. I, I don't feel like that's no. Now the guy that's all creepy and pervy and whose property the girls were found adjacent to and had somebody make up an alibi for him and lie for him, that guy, that guy who's dead now, uh, that guy's probably your suspect, probably the closest thing you have suspect, and you just let him walk away. But there's a lot of weird. Okay, in the Delphi case, that stuff, there's a lot of Freemason stuff going on behind the scenes in with the Delphi case. This is not conspiracy. These are actual facts. You can look this stuff up. The prosecutor, Nicholas McClelland, is a Freemason. His dad's a Freemason, but his dad's also a very sus character, not a very good dude. Mm. And if I'm not mistaken, he is a distant relative of one of the victims. Nicholas McClelland is. So I feel like that should right there cause a conflict of interest. So he probably shouldn't really be prosecuting the case. That's just my opinion. Mhm. Yeah. And the Nazi is the United States Marine Corps, K-Bar Nazi. So if he pulled the knife out and he stabbed these four people, one, where's the knife? Two, why wasn't his DNA found on the knife sheet? And he could have been door dashing. I'm just saying. He could have been door dashing, like doing like DoorDash deliveries, and that's why he would be going up and down 1122 King Road or what at King Road. But the the apartments that are up over the hill from them also have cameras, doorbell cameras, and you could hear a lot of stuff going on from their camera that would be going on in probably the driveway area or the back porch area of the Idaho 4 house. So I think those doorbell cam footage, that's going to be real important in the trial, as well as whether or not they, and the house was set, what is this, the day after Christmas, 2 days after, 3, 6, something like that. It's supposed to be done within a couple days of Christmas. The house was just be torn down. And then there was a lot of people putting up a fuss about it. And so they had like put that on hold temporarily while they decided what to do about that. So I don't know where that stands right now. I haven't looked at it today yet. But yeah. And the victims' families would probably be better off just shutting up until trial. No, I'm not even trying to be a dick, but from the public's point of view, look at like Steve Gonsalves, the dad of one of the victims, is constantly on court TV and on Banfield talking to her. Like it's, and some of the stuff he said at different points in time is contradicted itself, which is, and you want justice for the victims because that's, they were they were kids. They were younger than my daughter. They were kids. That's so sad. One of them was a twin. One of the victims has a twin brother. And again, I just don't believe that this guy that they have as their suspect is their suspect. I don't think he's. Uh, he just doesn't seem like a good candidate. And he, I just, how did they do? How did he do that in that amount of time and nobody hear anything? Either those girls know way more than they're saying, or something is not adding up. So we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Because one of them has spoke out, but one of them is being super tight-lipped and has not done any interviews at all, like either over the phone or on camera. And I think one of them has done like an audio interview with like another YouTube channel, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I have to look that up too. I'm pretty sure though that the Dylan Mortensen girl had done the interview with some people, and a lot of people had suspected her as maybe even being another suspect. But again, I don't think her and the suspect they have in custody or have any links to one another. So like, he didn't even attend school with them. They went to Idaho State. He went to Pullman University, which is in Washington. Two separate. So like, make it make sense. Like literally make it make sense, please. Idaho, Indiana. But so those are the top two cases that I'm following the closest. I think they're really the, the only two cases that Court TV is really covering right now are the Delphi and the Idaho 4. So So what I'll probably do today is just go back, like I'll go back through other true crime channels that I watch and see if there's any videos that they have come out with over the holiday break that I've missed, or if there's any new content uh, that I haven't come across. But most of it, I've been through all of it so far. Hope you're having a good day. I'm actually getting ready to start doing it, like a bunch of reading into that. Like I'll go and look up the documents too, whatever's available. And there's not much in the Indiana case that they're letting out right now. So we'll just see. We'll have to see. I strongly feel like that if they tear the house down, that's not fair, that he's not receiving a fair trial. And that should be grounds for mistrial right there alone if they tear it down. That's what I would recommend. If I was a defense attorney, that's what I'd be going for. I'd be like, yeah, let it go. Go ahead, let them tear it down. When they do, we're going to file for mistrial because that's bullshit. That is against his fucking rights. Like, come on. They didn't do that with none of the Bundy in any of the, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Come on now. And Emma, don't say that. Don't say that. But the Chris Watts case too, and people like, I don't even know why people still waste their time talking about the Chris Watts case, because it should still be talked about, because there's a whole ass other person out there that's involved walking the streets free, and that's bullshit. And not only that, we've let her change her fucking name and get this in anonymity so that nobody really knows where the fuck she's at. So she can just do it again. Nicole, I would like to think though, if I saw her, I would know that was her. I'd be like, bro, go over there. I know she's going to lie and say her name ain't Nicole. Go over there and ask her, bitch, her name is Nicole. And she might actually slip up and be like, yeah, I mean, no. I bet you her middle name is still Lee. I'm a terrible human being. Sometimes. The thought when I get out of bed every day, though, is be awesome, be nice, and don't be a dick bag. Don't be a dick. Like, no matter how bad something comes into your brain and you want to say it, if it's a dick thing to say, don't say it. That's how I start out the day. I don't always finish the day like that, but the intent is good most of the time. It's like, yeah, okay. If I have a choice, like try to make someone laugh or try to make someone cry, I'm going to try to make someone laugh every day, every time. Like, because if I make somebody cry, like I'm empathetic enough to where then I'm going to feel bad. I'm like, oh man, they're crying. Like, made them cry. I'm like, come on, that's not cool. But if people make me cry, they don't seem to be a bit deterred by anything at all. They're just like, yeah, you sit there and cry, bitch. And like, that's how people are when I'm crying. And I'm like, oh, y'all are savage. Why doesn't anybody care when I cry? No, people do. Some people don't. Some people will be like, yeah, cry. I'm like, that's not gonna be you. But I don't know. No, I do. I do. I try. And other people make it difficult. And then everybody has their limits. Like, you can only dial back so much nonsense before you're just like, it's me. I swear though, if there was a camera on me for like an entire day, the huge majority of the time, I'm going to be sitting there being quiet, listening to whatever I'm listening to, or focused on whatever it is I'm doing, and I'm not freaking out. So that's why I do feel like most of the time it's like other people make it that way. Part of me thinks that, then part of me is like that. But no, Em, if you thought that, you would try to interact with people more. But you literally sometimes go above and beyond out of your fucking way to not interact with other human beings. Why is that? And the inner me goes, people suck. You don't mean that. Yes, I do. Yeah, that's really what's going on with me most of the time. So that's why I'm sitting there being quiet, because I'm assessing myself and why I can't interact with people more, because I'm a psychopath. That's it in a nutshell. I can't interact with people most of the time because I'm a psychopath, and they make me want to turn into a homicidal maniac. That's not good. So I just go, I'm just going to stay away from people. And I don't know why there aren't more of us. I do not know why there aren't more psychopaths. I'm just saying. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I'm not insane. Like, I think people that are insane, they're not aware of the fact that they're like, I'm fully aware. Fully aware. I like embrace that shit. I'm like, come here, you little psychopath. Come here. That's basically what I'm doing. I called it the little inner psychopath. Just right, come here. And it's okay. Don't freak out. Don't kill nobody today. But it's not right. So we're going to be good. And then I go outside and something stupid will happen. Like, okay, I don't know what is going on at the Debbie Cake Factory, but they didn't make enough Christmas tree cakes this year, and I'm not happy. And they already got the Valentine's Day cakes out, and it ain't even January. And I've went to multiple stores in pursuit of these tree cakes, and like, I literally am gonna write. I might just write them a letter, and it would be so cool if they just sent me like a whole big box of fucking Christmas tree cakes. Oh yeah, especially in the military, and yeah, and the news. Yeah, I live right across from our local news station, so I am constantly just going down the street and looking in the parking lot and looking through the windows of the studio, trying to see what they're doing in there, like how they operate. You rarely see the actual anchors coming and going to and from the news station, which I find bizarre, because that's, I mean, they tell you on the side of the building, that's the building. We know that's where it is. So like, what are they beaming them in there or something? Like, what the fuck is really going on over there? I hardly ever see news crews leaving there, but they're out there on the street, camera crews setting up, doing shit. But like, where are they parking? I swear later, I would go down the road. I'll show y'all. Like, actually, you might even be able to see them across the street if I open the door, because all the leaves are down. Let's go. Let's go. Then that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't be bullshitting. I really do live right across the street from the news. You hear the planes, because I live real close to the plane, the airport, the plane station, the plane. Okay. God, it is so bright. Like, I was not prepared for this amount of sunlight. Yeah. Okay. So if you look down there, there's a parking lot across the street over there. That parking lot is where the news station is. And I literally never see anybody there, ever. Like, hardly ever see people coming and going. And when you do, it's just like the one camera dude, which is super weird. See, oh yeah, and this is that tree. Remember the tree? The tree fell not last year, the year before. We still don't know what happened to the tree. Like it just like blew a hole into the tree right there at the top, and it just blew the top smack off the tree. We don't know what the fuck did it. See, you can kind of still see the hole, but like birds have started nesting up in there and shit. It just blew the top right off, which I thought was super weird because it wasn't even a storm. All of a sudden, we just hear like some crackling. It's like, whoa, what the fuck? And now it's all blocking the where I go play in the woods. So yeah, that was weird. So I know that yeah, it might have been, but I thought it was just like it was crazy because there was a hole. It literally like blew a hole, slapped through the tree. I was like, damn. I'm just glad it didn't hit the house because that would have fucking sucked. I've seen trees fall on houses and trailers and stuff before. I like there was a my mom and dad's neighbors, a tree fell across their trailer and totally destroyed it. I mean, the sides just like fell out. And it sucked. And then they ended up moving to so they were like my mom and dad's neighbors, but technically they actually lived across the street from where my parents lived. So like where we would catch the bus was at the end of our driveway, and then they would come across the street to the same bus stop. They just lived over on the other side of it, and our mailboxes were in front of their trailer. Like this, like they just dropped it like that. Yeah, it was crazy the way that happened. It was like we just went outside and like the whole tree was like just laid out in the yard. We're like, what the lightning is scary. Lightning is very scary. Like I've seen lightning hit the ground before, just bare ground and like tear up a whole field. That dog was malnourished. Where's mine? Pookie Bear. Pookie Bear. Where you at, little baby? Surely he didn't just take off with her. That is how you get beat up. If you take because I am the one that is like trained her to be on a leash, so she doesn't do good with him on the leash. And if my eyes are serving me correctly, I'm looking at her collar, so I know she don't have a collar on. I'm doing good. I'm doing good today. Like I'm still a little sore. Like I having that seizure the other day. Well, it's been several days now, but like the way my body was convulsing, I'm guessing that the upper back muscles were really like rigid because that's the part that I'm still having uh the most difficulty moving. It's like the upper back muscle. So like, like if you're bending over and you're picking stuff up, those muscles right there that really you have to use to pull, or like when you're sitting from the laying position in the bed, that's the worst part. That's the roughest part. Is like sitting straight up from laying down. So I do feel like I have to do this whole like roll over thing and then like push off the side. But other than that, I'm good. Yeah. Yeah, and I noticed that too. Like the last couple of days, I've had weird uh like spasms in my legs where it'll just like they'll be giving out, which sucks because there's stairs. And I fell down some steps before. I fell down like a flight of steps when I was in the fourth grade. Twisted my ankle. Oh my god, it was so gnarly. Like I basically just missed the step. That's what happened. I hit the like I came down one flight, we getting ready to step down to the next one, and just missed that first step. And then I was like, doo, 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 doo. It was so bad. I cried. And then my teacher came out of the classroom and come up there and like was like, it's okay. I was like, no, it's not, because my ankle was it was already starting to swell like really, really bad. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to walk on it. And I knew my parents were going to be pissed. I didn't have no explanation other than I just like missed my step. Like I was probably talking and fucking off doing some stupid shit, honestly, truth be known. I was a kid. But I didn't die, so there's that. And then it happened to me again when I was pregnant, but I didn't fall because one of my friends actually jumped out in front of me, saw that it was about to happen, and literally took one for the team because I was pregnant. So I was like, that's so cool. So cool. Which that was not fun. That was not a fun experience. I don't recommend. That's why I do think that they should be teaching that to some degree, like sex education and contraception and shit like that. They should be. I mean, really. Because no, okay. I don't think it would have mattered either way. Because kids are kids, people are people. Humans are gonna figure shit out. It's just human nature. So like I would have learned about sex with or without sex ed. I don't think it would have had I don't think it had any effect on the fact that I got pregnant at such a young age. I don't think so. In fact, I think if anything, it just helped me be able to understand everything a little bit better and know what to do. Because, yeah, I mean, they teach it here in North Carolina. It's fifth grade, but they have the class. The genders are separated. Wait, gender education. Wonder what that is. Is that like? Is that what they call sex ed now? Because when you say gender, I automatically go, they're educating you on the differences, whether it's anatomically or genetically to do with gender. When you're talking about sex ed, I feel like that is in regards to the reproductive and sexual education of the two. So that I feel like those are two, yeah. That's what it's called. See, words be fucking me up. That's why I still carry a dictionary around today, like constantly. Like it is the fuck that hurt. Is the Merriam-Webster dictionary. The words you need today. New words. Over 60,000 entries. Yeah. Because why? Because words and stuff. And words, there'd be a word that have like so many different meanings for the same one word. But like, yeah. That's gonna be me all year next year, everybody. Words and stuff. They'll be fucking you up. Yep. Because they do. More than like your gender, words do. Like think about it. But honestly, words only have the power that you give them or that people give it. Whoopi Goldberg said that best, talking about the N word. Like, and what she was saying was like the reason why that word still has the power and hold that it does today is because people still react the way they do when they hear it. If they didn't react that way and give it the power that it has, it would then people would stop using it like that. You see what I'm saying? But try having this conversation with just anybody. It does not always go over the same. Which when Whoopi said it, now I'm looking at Whoopi, I'm like, uh, uh, what? And then I sat on it for the rest of the day after she said that. And I thought about it and I thought about it. And I was like, she's right. Like in the same sense, where like if someone calls me a bitch, thinking that's gonna get her old, that's gonna get her out there to call that bitch a bitch. I'm be like, and where are you going with that? Not gonna get the reaction that you hope. I almost guarantee you that. Yeah, yeah, exactly, 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 exactly. But you're supposed to be, can do you take? I don't know. That's the beauty of living in America. Like we do have the freedom to say whatever the fuck we want to say, and that's what's cool because there are other countries that you are not allowed to say that. What's up, Mitch? Hope you're having a good day. Staying out of trouble. I hope Joe Cool's staying out of trouble. After I saw that notification earlier, I was like, I hope he's not going to get arrested. Like that would fucking suck. But the judge does. I thought the judge has a say over the sheriff, right? At the end of the day, you go in front of the judge, and the judge has the final say, right? Because the sheriff would have to provide the actual probable cause and grounds for your arrest. Yeah, and I think that's how it works. I need to go get some fruity pebbles today. And fruity pebbles is it's so good. Have any of you guys ever heard of the band Tenacious D? It's Jack Black's band. It's his brother Kyle. Their song Tribute just makes me laugh like so deep down in my soul. And the video is even better. If you haven't seen that, then you should go look it up. It's called Tribute by Tenacious D. And it's fucking awesome. That's what I'm gonna leave you guys with today. I might come back on later and do a live stream later, but I want to go find my dog and see what the hell's going on around here. And we'll talk about Tribute. If you guys go and watch, is that not it's the best song in the world? I love it. Oh, it never gets old. It never gets old. Like I was asleep this morning. I was like dead ass asleep, and sometimes I'll listen to music when I go to bed. If I'm lucky, the headphones will play all through the night, right? So that's when I woke up this morning. The second time I went back to sleep and I wake back up, this Tribute was playing. I was like, yes, this is how we should be able to start our day, God. But no, it is the best song. I swear. The video is even better. The video just really sells it. The video fucking sells the song. It's awesome. It's awesome. So I hope you guys have a really good day. Go check out Tribute because you won't be sorry. You'll thank me later. And then I might be on later tonight. I'm gonna check in with Sasquatch because it's Thursday and he doesn't do anything during the week, right? It's usually on Monday, Sunday or Monday. So who knows? We might do a surprise pop up. We'll see. Until then, you guys go out there, be nice, don't be a dick because it just takes effort to be a dick bag. Nobody likes a dick bag.